Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm glad you could join me on this adventure. This video is going to be a little bit different, and if you haven't noticed, I no longer have my CoolCamp. I decided to sell my CoolCamp and upgrade to this RangeRunner. Today we're going to take a look at this RangeRunner, what it looks like on the outside and the inside, what kind of features it has, and why ultimately I decided that this RangeRunner would be a better fit than my CoolCamp. So let's start up front. The front has the air conditioner, which is standard on all Runaway campers. It is 6 feet wide and 8 foot long instead of the CoolCamp's 4 foot wide and 8 foot long. Moving to the side, you'll see that it has a door, it has a window that opens, and then there's also 15-inch tires, which is larger than the 13-inch tires that my CoolCamp had. On the back, you'll notice there's another window that opens. That is an option for RangeRunner. It comes standard with nothing on the back. You can get a window or you can get a door at an extra charge. On the driver's side, you'll notice it has another door, another window that opens, and then this is where your electrical port will be for your electric sights, or if you decide to plug your jackery in there. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. So inside you'll notice a lot more room. You wouldn't think 2 feet extra makes a big difference, but it makes a huge difference inside. If you watched my channel, these 3 was the end of the CoolCamp. So that's how wide the CoolCamp was. And you can see this whole space here was extra. So if you look at the bed has a wide space going across from here to there that I didn't have before. So on the bed side of this camper, you'll notice it's much more space in here than I'm used to in my CoolCamp. So I also have 2 windows and a window in the back, and as you saw, I have a window yet on that side and 2 doors. So if I open all that, I get a huge amount of cross breeze in any direction that I need it from. This bed I put in here is the bed for my CoolCamp, and it went almost to the wall. And you can see in this one, there's a huge amount of space. There's also a ton of space for storage of different kinds and different things I'll be putting in here over time. This camper also comes with 2 electrical strips, one in the back and one in the front. So you could use either one to get the electricity you need if you're using electric. So you'll see with the extra room, if I needed to, this whole space over here could be somewhere where I have a table set up, I could have a chair set up. If it's inclement weather, I can come inside and have lots of space, and I have a lot of opportunities to set up this to whatever I need it to be. I also, again, have a window in the back, a window on the side, 2 doors, and still a window over there. So again, cross ventilation everywhere in this little camper. Another option that I really liked on the RangeRunner is you get these 15-inch tires, which for me is important when I'm going on long drives. A 13-inch tire is fine for short trips that I was taking, but for the long trips that I'm thinking of taking here this summer, I just wanted a larger tire. It's a better, smoother ride. I think they're safer, and so I'm glad this came with the RangeRunner. The second door on the driver's side was also an important feature in the RangeRunner that you just don't get in a CoolCamp. I like the fact that I can open both sides, especially if I'm going to put a side tent on one side. I can have one side open and one side into a tent. It's also important, again, for a breeze and cross ventilation to have multiple doors. It's a game changer in terms of how air gets in and out of this Runaway. The next feature that I really liked about this particular RangeRunner is the roof racks. I'm a big outdoors enthusiast and I like to kayak, I like to board, I like to do a lot of things, and this just helps me bring it along in an easier way. And if I ever get into awnings, this will be a really important feature to have. Now you can put it on a CoolCamp, that's not a problem, but this one already had them installed and I liked that. So if you've watched my videos before, you know that I took a lot of time to make the other kitchen in the back, and I really enjoyed that kitchen. I even put water in it, which I really enjoyed having. So why'd you go with a window rather than a door in the back? For me, being outside is really important, and seeing outside is just as important. And what I missed with that door is I just didn't have the views that I really wanted for my camper. When I woke up, when I was inside, I just wanted more light. I also like the cross ventilation that I get with this, that I can have open because it has a screen, so I can keep it open. So I really like those features. And the kitchen, I'll just put back outside like I had originally. The decision to move to a RangeRunner from a CoolCamp was not an easy one. I really liked the CoolCamp. It was very nimble, it was easy to tow, it tucked behind my vehicle really well. On trails that were skinnier, it really did well, not grabbing branches and all that. But in the end, I figured I'm gonna be going on longer trips, and I need a little bit more space to do that in. This fit the bill really well. The front has a ton of storage. In here, you can configure it in a whole different kind of ways, and you have a lot of room for inclement weather to sit inside or to do anything you need to. You can also carry more because there's just more cargo space in here. I'm really excited at getting this RangeRunner out and starting to camp in it and try it out, see what I like, see what I don't like. As always, I'm not going to add very much to it right away. I'm just going to live in it for a little while and see what things it needs and doesn't need. I hope you guys join me on my adventures in this RangeRunner, and I thank you for watching the video. And as always, I hope to see you up the road.